Hello everyone, this is Al, Red Sox fan, coming to you from Al, Red Sox fan YouTube channel. Hope all is well. We're going to continue with Out of the Park Baseball 25, our What If 1980 World Series, A's versus Phillies, Game 4. Spoiler alert coming up. If you don't want to know what happened in Games 1, 2, and 3, I suggest you go away and check them out. We'll give you a moment. Alrighty, here we go. The Oakland A's lead the What If World Series 3-0 over the 1980 Philadelphia Phillies. Can we bring Oakland and Billy Ball a World Series championship? The Phillies actually won the World Series in 1980. 4-2 over the Royals. Oakland finished second in the West in the American League, 14 games behind the Royals. But this is our What If World Series. Play ball. It's Billy Ball versus the City of Brotherly Love. We're looking for the sweep at the Coliseum in Oakland. On short rest with no tomorrow, the Phillies come back with Steve Carlton. He was the loser in Game 1, and boy, if you missed Game 1, it was fabulous. Again, spoiler alert, Mike Norris threw a no-hitter. So it's 3-0 Oakland. Carlton on short rest will face the number 4 starter in our Oakland A's rotation for the World Series, Brian Kingman. Kingman lost 20 games, which I find incredible, with a 3.83 ERA. He was 8-20 through 211 and third innings, but he gets the start in Game 4. We didn't want to go short rest with any of our other pitchers. If necessary, Game 5 will be Mike Norris. Game 6, Rick Lankford. Steve Carlton was a 20-game winner, 24-9 in the regular season of 1980, 2.34. So we have a 20-game winner versus a 20-game loser. If the loser wins, the A's sweep the World Series. How do you like them apples? So let's play ball. All right, let's give you the Phillies lineup real quick. Lonnie Smith is in left field. Leading off, Pete Rose at first base, batting third, the third baseman Michael Jack Schmidt. Cleanup batter, Greg Lazinski. He's the DH. Both teams play with a DH in our What If World Series. Shake Bake McBride is in right, batting sixth in center field, Gary Maddox. Manny Trio plays second, bats seventh. Larry Boas at short, he'll bat eighth. Batting ninth, doing the catching, Bob Boone. As I stated, lefties on the mound, Steve Carlton. For the Oakland Athletics, and let's see if we want to make a change here. Yes, we will. We're going to move Armas to the 3 spot. Mitchell Page. We're going to make a few changes here. And the AI plays the Phillies. I play the Oakland A's. All right, I want to move Armas, who is most likely the MVP of the World Series, to the 3 spot. Reverend will bat fourth. Newman will actually DH. Jim Essien will do the catching. So Mitchell Page will not be in the lineup. And there we go. That's the lineup we'll go as we try to sweep the Phillies out of the World Series. Again, this is the Phillies do not lead the series 3-0. We lead the series 3-0. Back to the preview. So it's Ricky Henderson in left, followed by Dwayne Murphy in center, batting third, Tony Armas in right. He has been outstanding. 3 homers in 3 games. At first base, the cleanup hitter, Dave Revering. Wayne Gross mans the hot corner for Oakland. He'll bat 5th. The DH is Jeff Newman. We carry 3 catchers, so we're okay there. He'll bat 6th. Jim Essien does the catching, batting 7th. At second base, the switch-hitting Dave McKay, batting 8th. Batting 9th, the shortstop Mario Guerrero. Brian Kingman, the right-handed hurler, on the mound. He has good movement, average control, but his stuff, his quality of pitch is below average. He'll have to hit his spots. Again, he was a 20-game loser, while Carlton was a 24-9 winner. Game 4, play ball. To the Coliseum we go. Alrighty. Smith, Rose, Schmidt to face Brian Kingman. Behind the plate, Jim Essien. He has a 6 defensive arm, and he has a 6 defensive range as a catcher. Our rating system 1 through 10. You can adjust it any way you like. Reverend and McKay on the right side are 7s defensively when it comes to range, 1st and 2nd respectively. On the left side, Guerrero and Wayne Gross are 5s, short and 3rd. In left field, Ricky Henderson's a 10 range, 7 arm. Center field, Dwayne Murphy's a 7 range, 8 arm. Tony Armas is a 9 and 9, 9 range, 9 arm in right. Lonnie Smith to lead things off. He's batting .250 with 3 ribbies and a home run. The pitch to Lonnie Smith, 0-1 count. Camera pans around Oakland Coliseum. Game 4, the A's fans have brought the brooms for the sweep. The pitch to Lonnie Smith. Flared to right, that's carrying. Armas goes back a bit, comes in, makes the catch, 1 down. Stepping to the plate, first baseman Pete Rose, 1 for 10. Actually, yes, 1 for 10 in 3 World Series games. Kingman has the sign. The pitch to Rose, 2-2 count. Rose lines a shot to center. Murphy plays it, throws it in. 1 out, 1 on. That will bring up Michael Jack Schmidt, 1 for 7 in the series, with a ribby. The pitch to Schmidt, 1-1 count. That's a base hit to right down the line. It's going to be extra bases. Armas goes to dig it out. He's got a tremendous arm, but he'll throw to the cutoff man. Second and third as Schmidt doubles. Rose stands at third, clapping his hands, urging on the bull Greg Lazinski. Lazinski 3 for 11 with a ribby. .273 batting average. Kingman already in trouble. Billy Martin shaking his head in the dugout. You can't really go pitch around here. I mean, we could. And you know what? We're gonna roll the dice. We're going pitch around, 1-2 count. Grounder to short. Guerrero will go to first. Run will score. Low throw scooped out of the dirt by Revering. 1-0 Phillies. Schmidt to third. Lazinski will pick up another ribby. But there's 2 outs. Shake Bake McBride steps to the plate, batting 0-9-1. He's 1 for 11. No ribbies, no homers. McBride has a below average eye. We're going to go pitch around again. He swings at the first offering. Flared to shallow left towards the line. Henderson makes the catch. The Phillies only get 1. So Kingman does a good job pitching out of it. We go to the bottom of the first, 1-0 Phillies. Due up for the Billy Ball Oakland A's. Henderson, Murphy, Armas. If anyone gets on, the cleanup batter, first baseman, Dave Revering. Joining us here at the ballpark, Dwayne Mart's YouTube network. Please check out and subscribe to that wonderful channel. Dwayne Mart's YouTube network. Happy Easter, Dwayne. So Bob Boone behind the plate, 6 range, and he has a 6 arm, very good defensive catcher. Rose is a 5 at first, Trio's a 7, at second. Bo is a 6 at short. Schmidt a 9 at third. Lonnie Smith in left, 7 range, 9 arm. Gary Maddox, 9 range, 7 arm in center. Shake Bake McBride, 8 range, 6 arm in right. Ricky Henderson batting 200. He's 2 for 10. Carlton to Henderson. 0-1 count to Ricky Loves Ricky. The pitch from lefty. Henderson pops it up. Second baseman Trio calls for it. 1 down. 1 out for the center fielder Dwayne Murphy. Murph's hitting 600. He's 6 for 10 with 2 ribbies. Carlton picks up the sign from Boone. He deals to the left-hand batting Murphy. 1-0 to Dwayne Murphy. Murphy grounds it to Schmidt under his glove. Oh, wow, a hard-hit ball under the backhanded stab of Mike Schmidt. That is a single for Dwayne Murphy. He's definitely a threat to steal, but here comes the man of the hour. The man with the power. T.A. Tony Armas batting .667, 8 for 12, 3 homers, 10 ribbies, 1-0 Phillies. A's fans want a mighty blast off the Armas bat to make it 2-1. Carlton to Armas, 0-2, grounder to Schmidt. Schmidt, oh, an error! Oh my lord! Who's the error going to be on? It's going to be on Mike Schmidt. So a bad defensive range play, someone who's very sure-handed, allows a single, and now trying to get the force, then double play at second, throws the ball into right field. Armas reaches on the E5, 1 out, 2 on. Dallas Green, Ajita in the Phillies dugout. Dave Reverend, the first baseman, steps to the plate, batting .286, 2 ribbies, 4 for 14. Murphy, an excellent base runner at second. Armas, an excellent base runner at first. The lefty, Steve Carlton, to Dave Reverend. Reverend will swing at the first offering. What happened there? Oh, it's a balk. A balk on Carlton. Murphy to third. Armas to second. Pitch homeward bound, full count. Base hit up the middle. 2 runs might score on this. Armas is an average base runner. Maddox has a great arm. We'll put the brakes on that. The A's immediately tie it at 1. To the joy of the fans here at the Coliseum, they have their brooms out for the sweep. 1-1, 1 out. Runners on the corners. Reverend at first, Armas at third, Wayne Gross at the plate. Gross batting .333, 3 ribbies, 4 for 12. The pitch to Gross, 0-1. Gross, fly ball, that is deep, 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 and it's going to be to the wall. Extra bases for Wayne Gross. 2-1. Oakland. Second and third, a clutch hit by Wayne Gross. Reverend at third, Gross at second. Carlton will now face Jeff Newman. Newman, .222, 2 for 9. No ribbies, no homers. Looking to knock his first or possibly second or third if he goes yard. Runs in. The pitch to Jeff Newman, the DH, 0-2. Swing and a miss, down and away. 2 outs, 2 on, 2-1 Oakland. Bottom of the first, Jim Essien batting .429, 2 ribbies, 3 for 7. Essien doing the catching, Newman the designated hitter. Carlton glares in, he's ready. He rocks and deals, 1-1 count. Essien flares it to right. Wayne Gross to round third and try to score. The ball is shallow. Gross has an average. We're going to send him with 2 outs. The throw to the plate. Not in time. Taking second on the throw is Jim Essien. 4-1 Oakland. The Phillies have that sinking feeling like the Titanic. It is 4-1 Oakland. Let's watch that clutch hit in Superstat replay. Look at Essien. Drive that ball to right. Sinking liner. Throw is offline a bit. 2-run score. 3-0. 4-1 Oakland. Essien at second. The number 8 batter, switch hitting second baseman Dave McKay steps to the plate. 333, 3 for 9 with a ribby. The pitch to McKay. 1-1. McKay, base hit to center. We're going to wait. Oh, God. Essien is... put the brakes on him. Maddox has a great arm. First and third. Rose cuts off the ball near the pitcher's mound. Mario Guerrero batting .333. No homers, no ribbies. 2 outs, runners on the corners. Carlton on short rest has been putrid. The pitch to Mario Guerrero. Full count. Guerrero flies to shallow. What a catch! What a catch by Shake Bake McBride to keep it a 3-run lead for the A's. We're through 1, 4-1 Oakland. That was going to drive in another run. Here is super stat replay. Guerrero almost had his first ribby, but Shake Bake McBride says none shall pass. Phillies come to the plate against 20-game loser Brian Kingman. Down by 3. It'll be Maddox. Trio Boa. Maddox with a horrible eye. We're going to go pitch around. 1-0, Maddox to swing. Sends that ball deep, and you can kiss that goodbye. It is 4-2. A crush shot for Gary Maddox, lest the Union Gap banned. 4-2. They say it was a fastball. It looked like a flat kill-me slider. Replay. Super stat. Boom goes the ball. Gary Maddox touches them all. 452 out to left. To the moon, Alice. To the moon. Billy Martin is incensed in that Oakland A's dugout. 4-2. Phillies down by 2. Manny Trio at the plate. Kingman got way too much of the plate there on the pitch around. Pitch around to Trio. 1-0 again. Fly ball to center. Murph coming in. Dwayne makes the catch, 1 out. That will bring up the switch-hitting shortstop, the number 8 batter, Larry Boa. Boa batting .200, no ribbies, no homers. Boa likes to chase. Pitch around, 2-2 count to Larry Boa. Boa lines it up the middle. Single to center. Tying run will step to the plate. The catcher, Bobby Boone. Boone has just below average power, with average contact and an average eye. Boa, threat to steal. Kingman throws over. Reverend slaps the tag on. Ooh, it was a close play. Now the pitch around to Boone. 1-2. Snap throw to first. Did they get him? No. Oh, wow. It's a 2-2 count. Kingman, with 1 out, looks to first. Now has the sign behind the plate from Essien. Pitch homeward bound to Bob Boone. 2-2 count. Line shot to center. Boa's going for 3. Oh, the throw is offline. Had the throw been online, they might have had Boa at third. Tying runs in scoring position. Kingman will face the top of the order, Lonnie Smith, who's 0 for 1. Pitch around to Smith, 0-1. Grounder back to Kingman. He'll throw to first. He looked the runner back to third. 2 outs now. Good job by Kingman, but now he has to face Pete Rose, Charlie Hustle. 2 for 11, 1 for 1 today. On deck, Michael Jack Schmidt. Kingman takes a deep breath. The wind-up, the pitch to Rose. 1-1 count to Rose. Grounder to Mario Guerrero. The shortstop's up with it. Throws to Reverend. Side is retired. The Phillies only get 1 on the home run blast by Gary Maddox. Bottom of the second, 4-2 Oakland. Top of the order. Henderson, Murphy, Armas, deja vu all over again. Carlton has to put up a goose egg here. He pitches to Ricky Loves Ricky. 0-2 count to Henderson. Grounder to second. Trio to first, 1 out. Here's Dwayne Murphy's 1-for-1. The pitch to Murph. He's in the hole, 1-2. Lefty rocks and deals. Oh, another bad play by Mike Schmidt at third. He is looking at his glove. Second time, the ball goes underneath his backhand. Almost the identical hit for Murphy twice. So Murphy's at first. 1 out. Tony Armas at the plate. He's 0-for-1. The pitch to TA. 2-1 count. Armas lines are shot. Oh! Just under the lunge of Boa into center. First and second. 1 out. Dave Reverend's 1-for-1 with a ribby. He has 3 runs knocked in this series. It's a lefty-lefty matchup. Carlton laboring. The pitch to Revering. Revering to swing at the first offering. Sends that ball to right towards the line. Making the catch is Shake Bake McBride. Runners hold. 2 outs, 2 on. Wayne Gross 1-for-1 with a ribby. Carlton to Gross. Gross ready to grip and rip. Flare to shallow left center. Coming over, making the catch is Lonnie Smith. Carlton puts up the goose egg. Keeps it a 2-run deficit. We go to the top of the third. 4-2 Oakland. For the Phillies, if they lose, they are swept out of our What If 1980 World Series. And Billy Ball is victorious, as it should be. Schmidt, Lazinski, McBride. Maddox, the man who hit the homer. If anyone gets on. D. Scott Howard, how you doing? The Goat Whisperers here. The pitch to Michael Jack Schmidt. Full count to Schmidt. Base hit to left. With every hit, Billy Martin just continues to rock back and forth, muttering curse words. Schmidt at first, no outs for the Bull. Greg Lazinski, 0-for-1. He does have a ribby, though. Lazinski, very good power. He could tie it up. We're going to go pitch around to Lazinski. Full count to Lazinski. Ball 4, down and away. Martin's screaming at Kingman to hit the effing target. That will bring up Shake Bake McBride, 0-for-1, 1-for-12 in the series. We're going to go pitch around to McBride, 0-1. McBride pops it up left side. Gross calling for it. Makes the catch near the line on the infield grass. So that is 1 out, 2 on. For Gary Maddox, he homered his last at-bat. Pitch around to Maddox. He's in the hole, 1-2. Line shot to Gross. Great reaction by Wayne Gross. Billy Martin breathes a sigh of relief and then curses at Kingman, his pitcher. 2 outs, 2 on. Manny Trio, 0-for-1 today, 2-for-10 in the series. Has no homers, no ribbies. Trio likes to chase. Kingman takes a deep breath. He is sweating gravy. The pitch to Manny Trio. 1-2 to Manny. Grounder to short. Guerrero flips to McKay at second for the force outside. Retired. We go to the bottom of the third. 4-2 Oakland. For the A's trying to increase their lead, it will be Newman the DH, Essien the catcher, McKay the second baseman. If anyone gets on, Mario Guerrero. Carlton. He's ready. Boone sets the target. The pitch to Jeff Newman, 0-for-1. Newman in the hole, 1-2. Oh, grounder to third. Schmidt has it. Throws low, scooped out of the dirt by Rose, 1 down. That will bring up Jim Essien. He's 1-for-1 with 2 ribbies. The pitch to Jimmy. He's in the hole, 1-2. Carlton's really settled in. That ball is... What a catch and right! What a catch and right by Shake Bake McBride, robbing extra bases off the bat of Jimmy Essien. That is worth You guessed it, a super stat replay. Unbelievable. That was extra bases all the way. Shake, bake, McBride flashing the shake and bake leather. 2 outs, base is empty for Dave McKay. He is 1 for 1. Carlton has the sign. The pitch to McKay. McKay in the hole, 1-2. Popped up. Behind the second base bag, outfield grass. Boa calls for it. 1-2-3. Go the Athletics. So after giving up 4 runs in the bottom of the first, Carlton has settled in. But the Phillies are still down 4-2. Brian Kingman, the 20-game loser in 1980. Though he had a 3.83 ERA, it's not like he pitched horrific. 8-20. Back up on the bump. We'll face Boa, Boone, top of the order, Lonnie Smith. We continue to go pitch around. Boone likes to swing the stick. He'll swing at the first offering. Base hit to center. Billy Martin shaking his head and saying things that his mother would not want to hear. Tying run comes to the plate in Bobby Boone. Pitch around to Boone. 2-0. He has the green light. Fly ball center field. Murphy coming in, and Murphy makes the catch. Murphy robs Boone of a single. Quickly retreating to first is Larry Boa. Super stat replay. What a catch by the center fielder, Dwayne Murphy. The A's have really flashed the leather in the outfield in these 4 games. 1 out, 1 on, tying run, top of the order, Lonnie Smith. Smith's 0 for 2. The pitch to Smith. Smith ready to grip and rip. Grounds it to second. McKay to Guerrero. They can only get 1. Smith hustling down the line keeps the inning alive. There was no return throw by Guerrero. He just ate it. So 2 outs. The speedy Lonnie Smith at first. Pete Rose at the plate. He's 1 for 2. We're going pitch out. Oh, Lonnie Smith doesn't go. 1 ball, no strikes. Now the pitch to Rose. Fly ball, shallow center. Murphy coming in. He squeezes it. Side is retired. We go to the bottom of the 4th. 4-2 Oakland. Carlton will face Mario Guerrero, who was robbed of a hit by Shake, Bake, McBride in right. He's made 2 fabulous plays here in Game 4. Then the top of the order, Henderson and Murphy. The pitch to Mario Guerrero. 1-1 count from Carlton. Guerrero grounds it to short. Boa charges. Throws to first. 1 down. Top of the order, Ricky Henderson, now batting 167. Henderson awaits the offering. The pitch on its way. Full count to Ricky. Checks his swing. Henderson walks. So Ricky Henderson to first. The dangerous Dwayne Murphy, who's twice hit the ball under the glove of Mike Schmidt into left field. Henderson is going to attempt to steal second. There he goes. Good God Almighty, he's out by 52 yards. Holy crap. What a quick release by Bob Boone. Accurate throw. They nail Henderson by 14 years. 1 out, base is empty. 0-1 count. The pitch to Dwayne Murphy. Murphy nubs it in front of the plate. Boone has it. Throws low. Scooped out of the dirt. And that's actually out number 3. I said 1 out before. My faux pas. So Carlton puts up yet another goose egg. We go to the top of the 5th. 4-2 Oakland. Phillies down by 2 will send to the plate Schmidt, Lazinski, McBride. If anyone gets on, Gary Maddox. He has homered back in the 2nd. Michael Jack Schmidt, 2 for 2. Here's the pitch to Schmidt. Fly ball, shallow center. Murphy coming in. 1 down. Brian Hoxie, how you doing? Hope all is well. Brian says, I have my broom at the ready. That will bring up the bull, Greg Lazinski. Kingman. He's ready. Essien sets the target. The pitch to Greg Lazinski. Lazinski in the hole. Fly ball. Actually, pop-up on the infield. It's a high pop-up. McKay calls for it. That's out number 2. Mark Ferguson, how you doing? Mark says Phillies need to be perfect. Oh, sorry. Phillies need to work and peck away. Work the peck away theory. Just get a run here and there. But there's 2 outs, bases empty. Shake Bake McBride comes to the plate. 1 for 13 in the series, batting .077, 0 for 2 today. The pitch around is Shake Bake McBride. Oh boy, 3-1 count. Will he swing out of the zone? Yes, he will. Chops it to third. Charge by Gross. He'll eat it. Infield hit for Shake Bake McBride. He's a dangerous base runner at first. Tying run comes to the plate, and the man who hit a homer in the second, Gary Maddox. Pitch around to Maddox. 0-2, he's in the hole. Kingman takes a deep breath. The pitch, grounder to Guerrero out short. He'll throw to first. Side is retired. Nice play to his right for the A's shortstop, Mario Guerrero. We go to the bottom of the 5th. 4-2 Oakland. Billy Martin smelling a World Series. Martin rocking back and forth. For the A's, Armas, Reverend, and Gross to face Steve Carlton. Carlton had to pitch on short rest. There's no tomorrow for the Phillies. The pitch to T.A. Tony Armas. 1 for 2 today. 2-2 count to Armas. Grounder to Schmidt. Schmidt boots another ball. Holy cow. Schmidt has misplayed 2 balls into hits to his backhand side and now has made 2 errors at third. 1 a throwing error to second, and now he boots the ball. Armas should be out. Instead, he reaches on another E5 by Michael Jack Schmidt. So Armas at first. Reverend steps to the plate. We're going to play unorthodox hit and run. Reverend swings. Base hit on the hit and run. Armas should go first to third on this. And he will. All right. Mark Ferguson said, didn't see that coming. I think he means about the error. So the hit and run works. Second time in this series we've executed the hit and run to perfection with Dave Reverend. Runners on the corners, no outs. Corners playing in for the Phillies, so Schmidt in at third. Or really Schmidt in at third. Rose holding Reverend on. Wayne Gross at the plate, he's 1 for 2. The pitch to Gross, full count to Wayne. Ball 4. Bases juiced, no outs. The A's have an opportunity to blow this thing wide open. Jeff Newman at the plate. Armas at third. Reverend at second. Wayne Gross at first. Boone behind the plate. A struggling Steve Carlton on the mound. Jeff Newman, right-hander's batter's box, the designated hitter. Here's the pitch to Newman. That's a fly ball, left center field. Making the catch is Lonnie Smith. Did the runner tag? Yes. Armas scores. 5-2. 3-run lead for the A's. Infield moves to double play depth, it looks. No, to normal. Infield moves to normal. And that is it. Steve Carlton's gone. Dickie Knowles comes in the game. Knowles so far in the World Series has pitched 3 2/3 innings. 2 hits, 2 earned runs, 2 walks, no strikeouts. Carlton has given up 5 runs. He's out of the game. Jim Essien awaits the right-handed dealing of Dickie Knowles. 3-1 count to Essien. Tough spot here for Knowles. That ball is fly ball to right. McBride makes the catch. We're going to... Do we want Reverend to tag from... No. So 2 outs, 2 on. Reverend still at second. He bluffed, he didn't go. Wayne Gross at first. Dave McKay at the plate. 5-2 lead for the A's. McKay's 1 for 2. Knowles to McKay. Righty-lefty matchup. 1-0. McKay grounds it. What a play by Boa to keep it in the infield, but it's going to be a hit. He saves a run for the moment. 2 outs, bases juiced, no place to put Mario Guerrero. Guerrero 0 for 2 is robbed by Shake Bake McBride. Knowles to Mario Guerrero, 2-0. Guerrero with the green light. 5-2 A's. Guerrero grounds it to Schmidt, who throws to Rose. The side is retired. The A's only get 1. Dickie Knowles pitches out of that mess. We go to the top of the 6th, time running short on the boys from the city of brotherly love. Oakland 5, Philadelphia 2. The 20-game loser, Brian Kingman, back up on the bump, now with a 3-run lead, will face trio Boa Boone, the bottom third of this Phillies order. Pitch around to the free-swinging Manny Trio. Trio's ready to grip and rip. Grounder to second, 1 down. Phillies need to show some patience. Boa likes to swing the stick, switch hitter batting lefty. 2-0. Boa flares it down the left field line. Ricky Henderson lays out like Superman, and there are 2 away. What a catch in foul territory by Ricky Loves Ricky. That is worth, you guessed it, a Superstat replay. Ricky Henderson. And Billy Martin loves the effort by Ricky Loves Ricky. 2 outs, bases empty. Empty for Bob Boone. Again, pitch around. 1-1 count. Grounder slowly to third. Gross throws to Reverend. 1, 2, 3 go the Phillies. We're just going to keep pitching around these guys, make them chase. Mark Ferguson, in regards to the A's leaving them loaded and only scoring 1 run in the bottom of the 5th, says Billy was red-faced on that inning. You are correct. Bottom of the 6th, 5-2 Oakland, looking for the sweep. Top of the order, Henderson, Murphy, Armas to face Dickie Knowles in relief of Steve Carlton. The pitch to Ricky Henderson. Henderson swings at the first offering. Flares it to right field over the leap of Manny Trio. So Henderson is on. Henderson was thrown out by 52 years at second. Dwayne Murphy steps at plate. Hit and run. It's Billy ball. Murphy base hit to center. Henderson's going to go first to third. This is Billy ball. Runners on the corners. Philadelphia's going to play double play depth. Finner 27, how you doing, my friend? Tony Armas at the plate. 1-1 count to TA. Armas chops it to third. They get the force at second, but Armas knocks in a run. It's now 6-2. Armas has been outstanding in this World Series. He's now knocked in 11 with 3 homers. 1 out, 1 on. The pitch to Revering. Popped up, left side. Boa, outfield grass. Makes the catch, 2 away. So with 2 outs, the left-hand batting third baseman, Wayne Gross, steps to the batter's box. He's 1 for 2 with a ribby. Gross batting .357. He's knocked in 4. He awaits the Knowles offering. Armas will be off on contact at first with 2 outs. Pitch homeward bound. Gross rips a shot down the left field line. That's extra bases. Lonnie Smith digs it out in the corner. Do you want Armas to round third and try to score? Yes, we do. And Armas scores! It's 7-2. Gross takes second, obviously, on the double. Clutch hit by Wayne Gross. Superstat replay. That's a rip shot down the left field line. Armas was off on contact. Are we going to see the throw to the plate? Safe by 4 miles. Dave Gardner says, wow, 11 hits. bum, 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 bum. 12 hits now. The A's smelling that World Series. They're smelling that sweep. Billy Martin. Billy Martin is saying that's how the mother effer you do it. Here's Jeff Newman 0 for 2 with a ribby. Dickie Knowles to Newman. 1-1 count. Gross at second, 2 outs. Newman up the middle slowly. Boa has it. Throws high. Rose comes down on the bag. Side is retired. But the A's score 2. We go to the top of the 7th. 20-game loser. What a story. 20-game loser. Brian Kingman on the mound could close this thing off. Christopher Slovak screaming sweep. Check out that wonderful channel. Though he's on vacation in Thailand right now. But there's lots of good video context. Excuse me, speak of the English, Al. Lots of wonderful video context on his channel. I don't even know if I said that right. Christopher Slovak. And he wishes everyone a happy Easter. The same to you, my friend. Mark Ferguson says, that's why Texas didn't keep Knowles long. LOL. All right, Brian Kingman will face the top of the Phillies order. A's have a 5-run lead, top of the 7th. Smith, Rose, and Schmidt. Here's the pitch to Lonnie Smith. 1-0 to Lonnie. That's a base hit to center. 1 down. No outs, I'm sorry. Man at first. Lonnie Smith at first. Pete Rose at the plate. The pitch to Charlie Hustle. 1-0 to him. Rose grounds it into a double play. No! Smith goes in hard. No return throw by Guerrero. Nice play by Reverend. They get the lead runner. 1 out, 1 on. Michael Jack Schmidt up. Kingman to Schmidt. 0-1. Schmidt lines to Kingman. 2 away. Greg Lazinski steps to the plate. Kingman, this is huge. He was 9 wins and 20 losses. Could close out the World Series for the Oakland A's. The pitch to the Bull. Full count. Swing and a miss. Down and in. Side is retired. We go to the bottom of the 7th. The Oakland A's are counting outs. It's 7-2. Oakland. Dickie Knowles back on the mound for Steve Carlton. Carlton on short rest just didn't have it. He's in line to lose his 2nd game in the World Series. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I ever go back for its root for the A's. We all love Billy Ball. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. Go Billy Ball! All right. The pitch to Jim Essien. Full count to Jimmy. A's catcher. Ball 4. Essien at first. And that is it. For Dickie Knowles, it's going to be Bob Walk. Walk making his first appearance in the World Series. In 1980. 11-7 with a 4.57 ERA. 27 games. 151 2/3 innings. Essien at first. McKay. We're going to play hit and run. That's what we do. It's Billy Ball. Foul back. 0-1. Hit and run again. Keep the pressure on them. Ripped foul. Down the first base line. We play hit and run again. 0-2 count. That's a grounder back to the pitcher. He'll go to first. 1 out. Advancing to second is Jim Essien. So Essien's at second. Slow of foot. Mario Guerrero 0 for 3 at the plate. Walk to Guerrero. 2-1 to Mario Guerrero. Come on, Mario. Fly ball, center field, left center. And there's out number 2. Making the catch was Maddox. He waved off Lonnie Smith. 2 outs. Essien will be off on contact. Top of the order. Ricky loves Ricky. Walk like a Henderson. 0-1 to Ricky Henderson. Base hit to right. We're going to wave the slow-footed catcher with 2 outs. Here's a throw to the plate. Safe! It is 8-2 Oakland. Henderson knocks in his first, I believe that's his first run he's knocked in. Yes, it is. It's now 8-2. The lead is now 6 for Oakland. The pitch to Dwayne Murphy. Murphy's 3 for 4. Full count. Murphy, fly ball, right center. Going over, now coming in is Maddox. The side is retired. But Oakland tacks on another one. We go to the top of the 8th. Brian Kingman. What a story. 8 wins and 20 losses in the regular season could close out the powerhouse Philadelphia Phillies. Kingman has thrown 100 pitches. The A's get some bullpen action up. And we're going to go with Bob Lacey, our lefty, and Steve McCaddy, the righty. Six-run lead for the A's. It'll be McBride, Maddox, and Trio. The pitch to Shake Bake McBride, who's 1 for 3. 1-0 to McBride. Grounder back to Kingman. The pitcher throws to first, 1 out. The A's are 5 outs away from sweeping the Phillies and taking the World Series. Gary Maddox is up. Pitch around to Maddox. 0-1 to Gary Maddox. Fly ball deep to center field. You can kiss that one goodbye. That's a second homer for Gary Maddox. It's now 8-3. Billy Martin seems very concerned. So Maddox goes bippity-boppity boom. Boom goes the ball. Gary Maddox touches them all for a second time. To the moon, Alice. To the moon. Here is the Superstat replay of the second Maddox blast. 441 to center. Again, they say it's a fastball. It looks like a flat slider. The pitch around a Trio with 1 out. 1-1 count to Manny. Manny will ground the ball to short. Guerrero throws low. It's an error. Oh, my Lord. Racing to second is Trio. Billy Martin is incensed. Kingman. That should have been an out. Martin coming out of the dugout. Essien going to the mound. Kingman says, I'm not going down without a fight. And Billy Martin says, I'll fight you after this. Oh, wow. Tense words on the mound. Lacey is ready. We're going to go with Lacey. So here comes Lacey. Kingman can win it. He can't lose it. The righty McCaddy continues to warm. Boa now, the switch hitter, moves to the right-hand batter's box. Lacey has thrown 2 1/3 innings, given up no hits, no runs. The pitch to Larry Boa. 1-2, Boa in the hole. 1 out, runner at second. 8-3 A's. That's a grounder to Guerrero. And he boots it. Second error on Mario Guerrero. And Billy Martin has looked over. Do we have another shortstop? He has looked over to Rob Piccolo, and he says, grab your effing glove and get out there. He has seen enough of Mario Guerrero. Holy cow. So Guerrero is yanked by Billy Martin. And he is getting an earful from the Oakland A's manager. He goes to sit down on the bench. Martin tells him to get the F off the bench and go to the clubhouse. 1 out, 2 on. Rob Piccolo now in at short. 5 range. But defensively, you can see, he's a 5 at short for his rating. But his range is pretty good. You see 7s, and turning the double play is a 6. The pitch to Bob Boone, 1-0. Boone pops it up, foul territory. Gross has it, calls off the catcher Essien, 2 away. The Oakland A's are 4 outs away from the World Series. Lacy to Smith, full count. Fly ball. Oh, it's going to dump into center. 1 run scores. And it's now 8-4. Runners on the corners. McCaddy is ready. Rose at the plate. Lacy to Rose. 1-1 count. Rose. Base hit to right. First and third. It's now 8-5. Those 2 errors by Guerrero truly hurt. Michael Jack Schmidt, if he goes yard, it will be tied at 8. McCaddy is ready. Mark Ferguson says we've got a game again, and not to the delight of Billy Martin. The 2 errors by Mario Guerrero left the door open just a little bit, and the Phillies are pushing it wider and wider. The pitch to Michael Jack Schmidt, 0-1 to Schmidt. Fly ball, right field, moving over to his left is Armas. He squeezes it. The Phillies knock in 3, but they're still down 3. We go to the bottom of the 8th. 8-5 Oakland. McCaddy will sit. He's probably going to have to pitch the 9th. Bob Walk needs desperately to put up a goose egg, but he'll face Armas, Reverend, and Gross. Tony Armas batting .562. He's 9 for 16, 3 homers, 11 ribbies. The pitch to TA, 2-1 count, hitter's count to TA. Armas grounds it to Schmidt. Schmidt has it, throws to Rose, 1 down. That brings up Dave Reverend. Walk to Reverend. Not like an Egyptian, full count. Base hit to center. A's trying to get some of those runs back. 1 out, 1 on for Wayne Gross. He's 2 for 3 with 2 runs knocked in. The pitch to Gross, 1-1. Grounder past the lunge of Boa. Another single. First and second. Reverend at second. Gross at first. Walk on the mound. You think they'd go to Tug McGraw here. Jeff Newman at the plate. He's the DH. Newman's 0 for 3 with a ribby. Here comes Mitchell Page to pinch hit for Jeff Newman. Mitchell Page is 1 for 8 with a ribby. 1 out, 2 on. McCaddy gets back up. He's ready. Jeff Jones was frightening when we pitched him. That's it. I mean, we're going with McCaddy if we have to. So Mitchell Page would like to knock in these 2 runs. You can't get 5 runs on 1 swing. Walk to Page, 2-1. Page, fly ball, left field. It's carrying, but not far enough. Making the catch is Lonnie Smith. And that's 2 down. They'll need something from Jim Essien. He's 1 for 3 with 2 ribbies. The pitch of the A's catcher, 1-1 count. Walk deals to Essien. Essien chops it to second. Trio to first. We go to the top of the 9th. The A's clinging to a 3-run lead. Lacy on the mound. McCaddy is ready. It will be Lazinski, McBride, and Maddox. Lacy to Lazinski. 1-2 count. Fly ball right field. Armas going back. It is gone! The Bull, Greg Lazinski, takes the outside pitch to right. It's now 8-6. Billy Martin has just destroyed the Gatorade cooler. The Fighting Phillies are not going down without a fight. Lacy Oh boy, well, let's sit down McCaddy. He's starting to tire in that bullpen. Lacey will face McBride. 1-1 count, lefty-lefty. And that ball is hit to left. Oh, what a catch by Ricky Henderson. Oh my lord. Ricky Henderson robs McBride of a double. Let's watch that over in Superstat replay. Holy cow. Took that outside pitch deep to left. Henderson racing back and leaping at the last second. 1 down. The A's are 2 outs away from the sweep, but here comes Gary Maddox. He has homered twice. Lacey takes a deep breath, has the sign from Essie, and the pitch to Gary Maddox. 0-1 to Maddox. Tense moments here in Oakland. Popped up on the infield, calling for it is Reverend. 2 away. Martin's going to stick with Lacey. It's Manny Trio 0 for 4. The pitch to Manny. 3-1 count. The last hope for the Phillies. Flares it to shallow right. Armas coming in. He squeezes it. The Oakland A's have swept the Philadelphia Phillies with an 8-6 victory in Game 4. It wasn't easy, but Billy Ball does it. Billy Martin walks over to Mario Guerrero, who's coming out, and punches him dead in the face. Goes over to Kingman, kicks him in the nuts, and then says, "Good job, boys, good job." Gives him a hug. But boy, the A's do it. Billy Ball wins. Oakland wins the series 4-0. Player of the game, Wayne Gross. The first time it wasn't Tony Armas, I believe. Wayne Gross went 3 for 4, 2 ribbies, ended up batting .438. Armas ended up batting .529. He was 1 for 5 with a ribby, scored 3 times. As Mark Ferguson says, only Billy. As it's all hugs and kisses now from Martin to all of his players. Sure, he struck Mario Guerrero and kicked Kingman in the nuts, but then he gave him a hug and kiss. I love Billy Martin. I really do. God rest his soul. I think Tony Armas is the MVP. So, I mean, the fun part of this, again, it's pure fiction, right? We're playing a game. But the story, you had the 20-game loser, okay, win Game 4. That is cool. Carlton goes 0-2. He ends up with a 4.26 ERA. So Kingman gets the win. Lacey struggles down the stretch, an inning and 2/3, but he gets the final 5 outs, and the A's win the World Series. Let's leave the game. And awesome sauce, we win the World Series. That's nice. I like it. And let's do a file save game. So the A's win the World Series. I think Tony Armas, in my opinion, is the MVP. Let's go to here. Playoff coverage. Series MVP, Tony Armas. In the sweep for the Oakland A's, Armas batted .529, 11 ribbies, 3 homers, 9 for 17. Dwayne Murphy ended up hitting .600. He was 9 for 15 with 2 ribbies. Wayne Gross batted .438, knocked in 5. He was 7 for 16. Dave McKay batted .385, 5 for 13 with a ribby. Dave Reverend, .368, 3 ribbies, 7 for 19. Jim Essien, .364, knocked in 4 runs, 4 for 11. Ricky Henderson batted .286, knocked in a run, was 4 for 14. Guerrero got punched in the face after 2 errors by Billy Martin, was batted .250. Newman, .167. Mitchell Page, .111. Mickey Klutz was 0 for 1, and so was Rob Pichula. Piccolo would come into play short after the 2 errors in, was it the 9th or the 8th? I can't remember. Norris pitched a no-hitter. That was awesome. That was such a fun game 1. All right, you can't win if you don't hit. And the Phillies did not hit in games 1 and 2 at all. Unser was 1 for 1 as a pinch hitter. Lonnie Smith, 294, knocked in 4 runs. Larry Bowa, 286, no ribbies. Lazinski, 267, knocked in 3 runs. And then it's all downhill. I mean, Schmidt batted 250, played a horrific third base, which was shocking. Rose, 200. Maddox knocked in 4, but pretty much that all came at the end in Game 4. Only batted 188. Trio, 143. McBride, 125. Boone, .077. Aguayo, pinch hitter, nothing. And Moreland, pinch hitter, nothing. So there you have it. That was a lot of fun. And let's finish today, which we did. So we swept. And we'll have a different baseball project, probably card and dice. Oh, actually, we have to finish off our 77 Red Sox versus the 27 Yankees. Yankees lead that series 2-0, best of 7. So we'll finish that off, and then we'll get some APA on the channel. We might sneak in a APA game here and there in between the Strat card and dice. I picked up APA 1980 really cheap off eBay. Happy about that. So I'd like to thank Mark Ferguson. He was a lot of fun in the chat. Christopher Slovic, check out that wonderful channel. Uncle Dave Gardner, check out his wonderful channel. He had a really wonderful first half of APA football between the 78 Raiders and Denver Broncos. Finner27, hope you enjoy your baseball games that you're getting. APA, and then he's going to try History Maker Baseball. Brian Hoxie, thank you. D. Scott Howard, the Goat Whisperer. And Dwayne Martz, YouTube Network, another fine content creator. Please check out and subscribe to his channel. If you enjoyed the stream, smack that like button. If you've not subscribed to the channel and you wish to do so, that's awesome. If you do subscribe, hit the bell for notification when we go live. We go live at all different times of the day, morning, night. Greatly appreciate everyone's time. Happy Easter to those who celebrate it. I had a wonderful Easter with the family. I thank God for that. Stay safe, be smart, treat people the way you want to be treated. World will be a better place. God bless. See you very soon. The A's sweep. Billy Ball wins over the City of Brotherly Love 4-0. Game 1. Hell, even if you've seen it, it's worth a rewatch. Mike Norris, no-hitter. And it was phenomenal the way we managed that game. There's a ton of strategy in this game. Again, if you don't enjoy, this game, that's fine. I do. I think this is a very good version. I mean, I can nitpick with see, there's a dyslexia, puts words together for me. Nitpick some of the animation, but they're working on that. But I like this version much better than 24. I didn't play much of 24. There was something about it I didn't like. It just, and I get the game every year for a long time. So, all right.